Dun, 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 dun.
What?
I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie, right. Was I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched, were those two different shows?
Bewitched? Yes, they were two different shows.
Okay.
That's why they have two different names.
Ah.
Yeah.
I used to think when I was a little kid, because whatever, it's TV
'Cause
and
kids
it's
are stupid.
fascinating. I didn't care. I used to confuse. Well, I used to think it was Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, as the name of the show. I didn't know. I didn't care.
Okay.
So now I know.
I never thought that. Two different shows. Different characters.
I remember watching the shows.
One was an astronaut. One was an ad agent, the husband.
Was he an astronaut? Like he went into space?
He did go into space, yes.
Oh, did he really?
He
I
was
didn't
in-
know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. I don't think I knew that.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Yep. Interesting stuff.
So, welcome to Jews in the Media.
Hey, welcome to the 21st
21st episode. So, yeah, we have
of Jews in the Media.
We have drinks. You're more than welcome to partake. Just bring a glass over. Hand me your... This is Israeli Coca-Cola. It's probably kosher for Passover too. But then that's a different thing here because there's the Jews that don't eat. What the hell is kitniot?
Shit that we didn't eat.
It's a type of grain.
No, it's not.
Or something.
Essentially, kitniot
Or
are
it's a
things,
piece of the grain.
legumes, or I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Essentially, everything that was foreign to your normal diet was considered kitniot.
But I guess they grew here naturally, so it was reasonable to believe that they would have been here. And
if you were a Jew that came from an Asian country, okay, during Passover you probably would have eaten rice because this was a part of you would have eaten these things. It would have been normal. So therefore, it wouldn't have been declared as kitniot or therefore unkosher to eat because this was something that was in your normal diet. Like let's say you came from a place where it didn't have potatoes, and someone said, "Is this kosher for Pesach?" The rabbi would have said, "I don't know what a potato is. It's kitniot." And that's how things became kitniot. What is actual kitniot? I have no idea.
Me neither.
Because like popcorn is okay for people that eat kitniot, and rice is okay for people that eat. Corn is a vegetable and rice is.
No, but it's I think it's the type of grain. Like
corn.
Corn.
Yeah. What kind of grain is corn?
Because can wheat be okay, but barley not be okay? Because they're very similar plants. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they are. I don't know. Cheers, dude.
Then there's beans. Beans are kitniot.
Beans are kitniot.
So what the fuck are beans? What the fuck
exactly.
are beans, popcorn, peanuts, rice.
Here.
Hey, well, that's because I sent her an engraved invitation that she should come.
All right.
But I didn't do a Facebook.
D.
Sorry. It was. I told her I'd do a Facebook Live to tell her that I was DMing her to tell her that she should log on to the. Never mind. All right. Here's the 21 episodes of people of us getting together on Wednesdays and talking shit.
Time.
Yes. Time.
It is.
It clogged my sinuses up.
I left it in. Actually, I do have some of that ginger stuff. I was putting it in. No, that ginger beverage. It's like these little grains that you put in hot water. Anyway, very strong
That Arab
ginger
shit that
flavor.
you found in like one of your drawers.
It's actually
when you
made in
moved
China, so it was just some Arabic company that bought them from China. But yeah, so I started putting it in sweet potato soup, and it was really good. Ginger with a sweet potato soup. It was nice.
Yeah, sounds lovely.
How was your week, man?
Don't remember.
Me neither.
I joined a new gym. After my heart attack, I had to stop going to jiu-jitsu for a little while, and so I started going to a new gym this week.
Oh, there's a new gym.
A new gym, yes, a gym. You know, with treadmills
What's
and
the last
bicycles and weights, and yes, I got a membership at Jim Parsons.
Interesting.
Yes, I pay him, and then I just run around him, lift him up sometimes.
Well, he's kind of a lanky guy.
Just had a heart attack. Can't lift too much.
Surprising that he would have a gym of all people. Yeah. Like I can imagine, like Ben Stiller having a dodgeball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recall the movie.
Yeah, I wonder if they're actually going to make a dodgeball 2. Because they made
Zoolander
2.
I don't really think there needs.
2,
I don't really think there needs to be a dodgeball.
There didn't need to be an Anchorman 2, but they went completely insane with it anyway. Because why not? Zoolander 2, the same thing. Dumb and Dumber 2.
I give them credit. I give them credit for not doing it. It was good. It was funny. That's it. It's done. You don't go back to don't go back to the well.
I completely support that. They absolutely do not need to make one. But if they do, I'll watch it.
And in 20 years from now, I am completely against there being an all-black female version of it. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Well, you have to have like the female Ghostbusters movie.
Yep.
The female bridesmaids from the Hangover. There has to be the female counterpart to the male.
Wasn't there a black Karate Kid?
The new Karate Kid, which had nothing to do with karate. It was in a different country. Just I find that fucking offensive.
The Karate Kid. It was about a math.
It was about kung fu.
Lead. Well, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That was the whole point.
I didn't see it, so if there was a point.
There was. Oh. Something Asian, fuck you, watch it, give us money, was basically the premise of the movie. South Park.
Was there a reason why it was a black kid? Was there like some like story that tied it in, or
you know who the black kid was?
I have no idea.
It was Will Smith's son because Will Smith was the producer. So his son, Jaden, that fucking twinkling star, that bright shining star of brilliance in the Twitter sphere, you've heard of him.
Sure. Let's just assume that I have.
No. We need to not assume, and I just need to pull up one of his tweets.
Excuse me.
It's quite impressive that somebody can come up with some words, that they think that they're inspiring or inspirational.
I have no idea who that is.
It's Will Smith's son. I watched what was this? Here, let me just. I'm just gonna pull a couple at random. Some of these might not.
That could be Trayvon Martin. I wouldn't know the difference.
You know who Will Smith is?
I do know who Will.
He has a son. This is his son, so it doesn't matter who he.
Okay.
Because that's kind of, he's
you're showing
in a bunch of.
Like you're showing me a picture of him.
He's an actor. He's an actor, and he's in a bunch of.
I'm not.
That doesn't matter. I'm not. No, I'm not coming here for the picture of him. I'm coming here for this list of brilliant tweets. I've never seen Yogi Berra. When you come to a fork in the road, take it. That's funny. Regardless of who Yogi Berra was. That quote was humorous. This person, who you don't know, said quotes who are humorous. So, dying is mainstream. #money. These are all like these are unrelated to anything else. These are just like random things that he had stated. Where was this? I hope it doesn't take for me to die for you to see what I do for you. Just completely random. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Well, this is not
When I die,
stuff.
then you will realize.
what will we realize.
No one knows. No one knows. No, he was a special kid. He was a special kid. Either I lie to you or we cry together. I always thought he was so deep and brooding. The head of the Sphinx will fall off in the near future. I just scrolled through my tweets and quote unquote, I started laughing.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that one.
Special kid. Special kid. Anyway.
Very special.
I think it's like a drained kiddie pool. Miriam said it's about as deep as a kiddie pool. Oh yeah, Ocean's 8. Why 8? Well, there was Ocean's 11. You would think that they would step it up a notch. There was Ocean's 11, 12, 13. And now there's Ocean's 8.
There were only 8 funny girls.
Yeah, but when you abstractly, when you look at the numbers, you see there's 11, there's 12, there's 13, 8. I'm just wondering what the board meeting was like when they were discussing the title of the movie, or you know, I'm sure they I don't know, maybe they tried to get 15 girls together or 14 girls together, 12, 13. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny that it's 8. Because it's been a motif in movies lately. Magnificent Seven. What was the Tarantino one? And then there was the Adam Sandler one.
Reservoir
And then there
Dogs.
was the Mischievous 8. There were in 2 years there were 4 movies. The Magnificent, the adjective and number.
Well, when something works, you go with it.
So then you have Ocean's 8.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful 8, right? And then all those other ones. But anyway.
Yeah. Chaim.
Chaim. Nukes.
Yeah. Bad stuff. What about them?
I think they're kind of funny.
You think nukes are funny? The fuck is wrong with you? That is absolutely nowhere near what my point was supposed to be about nukes.
What was your fucking brilliant point supposed to be about?
Well, the whole okay. So I made a joke last night about nukes, and someone commented that nukes aren't funny.
What was your joke?
I don't remember. Oh, yes. Okay, fine. Someone was talking about how Putin said that... excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Miriam was saying that... was commenting on how Putin had said, what was it? That Russia has super nukes. So
Of course they do.
I made a comment about us having super nukes because I could just see Trump saying something like that, and I forgot what the rest of I didn't mention Trump in it. I just mentioned super nukes and whatever. And someone that Miriam knows, I have no idea who this guy is. He comes in and says nukes aren't and Miriam said something and I responded, look, I was just going for a stupid joke with the super nukes, and the guy's like, well, nukes aren't funny. Well, anything can be funny. Anything can be funny.
This goes back.
Everything is going to offend someone, but everything can be funny. And really, if you look at the joke, I really wasn't making a joke about nukes. I was more making a joke about something that some stupid thing that I could picture Trump saying, because I could picture him saying, oh, we've got super nukes.
They're the superest nukes.
They're the superest. You're gonna love them. That's all I was going for. Is there anything wrong about that? What's not funny about that? Okay.
I think you just wanted to start.
Yes.
Shit.
Is it a sad thing that there's a president in the United States that I could picture saying super nukes? Like, yes, it is sad, but you know what? It is what it is. It was funny. It was a joke. Okay, I wasn't making a light of a serious situation. I wasn't. People hadn't just been, torched to death, and I'm making, running up with them with marshmallows, going, give me some s'mores,
That's probably not happening.
Yeah, probably not. I probably wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
I understand the concept of, the too soon thing.
Well, what is too soon?
Well, I waited until, I don't know, September 13th. No, that's a joke.
But then we're going back to last week's discussion.
I thought you were going to say laxatives. Sorry.
No, last week's discussion about.
I don't remember last week.
Me neither. Anyway. Yeah, nukes. I don't know.
Nukes. I don't know. That sounds like one of what was his name? Jaden Smith. Sounds like one of his Jaden Smith. Well, nukes. I don't know.
But the difference is
that's pretty deep, man.
Huh? He typed these things out, looked at them, and sent them out.
Does he do drugs?
Probably.
Then it makes sense.
It does.
I get it. As a matter of fact, when you apply that equation to lots of odd messages that are out there, let's just say,
Trump doesn't
are
do
drugs involved?
Trump doesn't do drugs, and I actually believe that.
I wasn't necessarily talking about Trump, but never mind.
Yeah. So what else, man? Is that it? All right, guys.
Oh yeah, wait, that was the whole nuke thing. What was the other topic?
You had that guy's response.
I sent you messages. Well, that was it. The guy responded about nukes aren't funny, and there's my point. Nukes are funny.
Oh, that guy's response.
Nukes are funny. Hysterical.
But yeah, I think
guy walks into a bar in Hiroshima. Boom! No, sorry. See, that's funny. What's not funny about that?
Right, but that's how many years has it been? See, there is the what was the again, back to South Park, the South Park episode where they talked about how long it would take for AIDS to be funny. Was it 24, 27 years? something like that. And it's been more than 20, definitely more than 27 years since Hiroshima.
So you're saying it would
that's
take you
funny.
27 years to find the
Well,
flashbang funny?
Well, it depends on the intensity of the tragedy that needs to be forgotten, or that needs to be right for comedy.
Flashbang is going to set your bed on fire, and you're probably going to get some serious burns.
Yeah. 20, I don't know about 27 years.
Week?
Couple days, yeah.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
They'll still be scrubbing the burnt skin off your body in the hospital. Like,
you got me. You got me. Ah, that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
I keep popping into your into your hospital room. Is it funny yet? No. All right, write it down in my notebook. All right, I'll be back tomorrow.
Have a blackboard on the side of the room, just marking tally marks. Yeah, no, it would take a short amount of time, but it's an interesting scale because there are a lot of variables involved. It's not just the time; it's the how big the event or the action was.
We'll give some examples here.
Well, AIDS.
What would take oh, wait a minute. What?
AIDS is a big one. AIDS, okay, that took a bunch of years for it to
Didn't
be
they
funny.
cure that?
I don't know, treatments or something. They try not to cure things because it's more profitable to treat.
According to
something
some
than to cure
things
it.
I've seen on Facebook, you smoke a joint or two and you no longer got AIDS. You're cured of everything.
Oh, well, then it's true.
I read it on the internet. It's got to be true.
I don't know if I ever mentioned this. I found this quote from Lincoln. It was brilliant. It said, "The thing about internet quotes,
What about them?
they're only 63% true."
Ooh.
And I thought that was really interesting. That was very insightful for Lincoln to have said that.
He was a
back
smart
in
man.
1863.
He was a smart man.
Latest 1865, he could have said that, and he had the insight. He was a brilliant guy. He was a lawyer. So he was a smart guy. He wasn't Jewish though, but he was a lawyer.
What? Was that legal back then?
Well, I don't know. What did they do
Has that
about
ever been
country
legal?
clubs? Non-Jews to be lawyers?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's like it's in the levels of rabbinut. Like first you become a lawyer and then you can become a rabbi.
Hold on a second. Yes, Miriam, I know AIDS is still a thing. You don't really hear about it anymore.
Because it's again South Park.
It's less interesting than finding
No,
hearing
South
about
Park.
Kim's big
Cartman-
fat ass or something. Which would you rather see pictures of?
What?
Someone with AIDS or Kim Kardashian's ass? Which would you rather see?
Neither.
Well, you had to see one.
I'm not attracted to Kim Kardashian at all.
Are you attracted to AIDS? See,
It's been 27
funny.
years. Yo, what's up, Ken? But yeah. I don't know. So you asked for a scale, but again, you have to weigh between the time, how many people it affected. AIDS, again, it affected a lot of people, but a flashbang is only affecting me. It goes away. It's not killing people. I think that would be funnier a lot faster.
I mean, it is possible that you could burn to death. You could die.
Then I would definitely find it funny.
Immediately?
Immediately.
As you're like, your spirit is floating out of your body, be like, oh man, I can't tell how funny this shit is.
Because, I know I'm off to heaven, so, So I'm off to my 72 virgin. That's a whole different breed of comedy. But yeah.
Sure.
So
We've just covered everything I wrote down. So, Miriam, what's up? How you doing? How's that snow doing?
no, but we could talk about this scale because there's more. There's a gray area between this. I know you don't like the gray areas,
I don't believe in gray areas.
but no, between
The world is binary. It's
AIDS
on or off. There's nothing in between. There's no. It's kind of on, but kind of off too.
It's on. It's on.
See, it's not. It's kind of on. It's on.
So there's levels of intensity of how on it is.
Nope. It's just on or off.
So it's not really on. It's just on and off, and any other variation is the exact same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
Like Family Guy.
Yes.
Wow, that was a good episode. I like that. I like.
Sorry.
I like. No, I like this style. Almost like the one where they were stuck in the vault. For through 2-3 days over the weekend. And just had to deal with it.
I hope you're not looking to her for Family Guy information.
No.
I don't think she has it.
Without volume. Is it not loud enough?
What?
Let's see. Let's bear with me, folks.
Miriam, can you hear us? Are we too low?
Oh.
We need subtitle software.
I think we just need somebody to type subtitles.
We can just put one subtitle at the bottom. Nothing important.
No, we need a courtroom stenographer to sit here on that little archaic
can we get
little box.
Can we do a little circle right over here with sign language?
Garrett Morris. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow. So we can't ask Miriam any questions because she's asking.
Oh no.
Working from home. Yeah, so what the hell's going on over there?
Wait a minute. If you're working from home, shouldn't you be at the keyboard? Isn't that how that works? When I'm at work, I'm usually in front of my keyboard. When I'm, near ping pong or playing the Xbox, not so much getting my work done.
No, at my office they got this. They've just constructed a new branch, a new wing. They moved everyone over to there, but they built a break room, and on the wall of the break room, is this wallpaper, and it's just 6 different comic books repeated across the entire wall. It's kind of cool, but
wait.
it's very bizarre.
I want to make sure I have this correct. It's 6 different comic books repeated all over the wall.
Yeah, rows of two rows. The wallpapers.
I understood.
2
I
rows
just really wanted to do this. It looked like fun.
Of three comic book covers, like Action Comics Volume 1. No, I don't think it's even that one. But like a Thor and a Hulk and repeated across the
Are they
entire
like
wall.
real comic book covers?
No, it's
were
a
they,
wallpaper.
like, just
a wallpaper. Yeah.
So it's like Star Wars sheets or whatever.
It looks like this. Looks like this.
Like your finger?
Yeah. I'll show you when I edit it. It's the best I can do right now. There's a picture of it, but I will have to apply it to the video when I've uploaded it.
Haha, and I'll show you this. You're not gonna put anything there, are you?
No.
Dope.
You haven't watched. I've been playing around with it. I've been having fun, but it's time consuming pulling all of the images.
I heard our show when we did it. I don't need to listen to it again.
You don't even need to listen to it. Just look at it. But yes. So there's that.
Yeah.
What else is new? What's planned for the summer?
Summer. Not much. A whole lot of work.
Wait, are you going to Cancun for spring break? Is spring break still going on?
I think spring break is now or soon. No, I'm not going to Cancun.
You're not going to Cancun or South Padre Island or
no.
what's where did no, my neighbors used to go to some Corpus Christi. They had like a timeshare down there.
Texas.
And they used to yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Christie's
I'm not going
corpse.
to any of those places.
Sounds like Christie's corpse.
I always thought that also. And that actually might be what it means.
Wow.
Anyway. Cheers.
L'chaim.
Whiskey from the Nile.
It's one shot of whiskey. It shouldn't take you an hour to drink it.
It's not a shot. It's a glass of whiskey. I'm enjoying it.
No, you fill it up. It's a glass of whiskey.
Oh, you
pour
don't
it
fill
over
these.
here, it's a shot.
You don't fill these up to here.
Well,
You fill it up.
No,
to
you don't fill. Well, actually, I
no.
wouldn't
That's
fill
the
them
way
up
it's
to that.
designed. It's designed for you to fill it up to here. It's not meant to be filled up to here. It's designed in a very specific way.
If this was my glass, I would take the bottle and I would do it
and
like
you'd
this.
pour it all the way to the top.
No, I would move
But
this out of the
you're
way,
you would-
and I would just drink from the bottle. It's much, the fuck do I need to clean a cup for?
But this isn't really a whiskey that you drink for the sole purpose of getting drunk. It's a tasty whiskey. It's very nice and mellow. I brought it from my friend from
Really?
Israel. I told you the
Nice,
story last
mellow.
week.
It's a nice, tasty drink.
It is. It really
You
is.
like to sit around all day and just sipping on it instead of Coke,
I
or
haven't touched this bottle since 2 weeks ago. I don't really drink it. It's just to have, so I can have a sip. Dang, I saw the bottle's still full. But I got it from my friend, and we sat on his back porch with this and a couple of cigars, and it was really nice. I understood. I understood cigars and whiskey that night. It really, they went very well together. It was nice. So, yeah.
I understand cigars and whiskey. You drink a whole lot of, almost said a whole lot of cigars. You drink a whole lot of whiskey.
Oh, a bunch of cigars.
And I was gonna make an intern joke in a cigar thing, but and then you smoke a cigar. Less funny than what I was gonna say,
But nice whiskey and a nice cigar. I like to enjoy it.
I used to.
I could get drunk on something else. I could get
used to
drunk on
enjoy
something else,
whiskey
but
very
this,
much.
this, I wouldn't
For-
just slam this.
You know, for the 30 or 40 seconds it would take me to drink a liter of whiskey, I would enjoy the hell out of it. 90 minutes later, I would enjoy it again.
Yes. Peace, Gan. Because we could just get a notepad and just write everything out. We're not going to do that.
I think we should do it live that way. Instead of talking, we should just write and hold stuff up to
Write
the mirror.
everything. We could change the name of the show. 2 Mutes. 2 Mutes podcast.
Mutes in the media.
Silent podcast.
Mutes in the media.
Silent podcast.
Hold on, wait, no. Is it funny to talk about people who are mute?
It's probably not.
Well, I guess we're not making fun of people. Well, I don't know. Maybe technically.
No, but we are by even thinking about this, we are appropriating that there. Did you call it mute culture? Yeah. What? Ha ha ha.
That was funny.
Then
See? Funny.
then
Was. Oh.
then
No. That.
if you say so.
Well, that was the whole joke, was my handwriting's very sloppy, but you can't really... There you go. So that's how, funny that would be if we did try it that way, because... It's a penmanship joke.
Silent podcast. What do you guys think?
Hey, I win.
So yeah, I got my Kansas flag today. It arrived.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now though, but I don't know, maybe I can hang it on a wall or something. But yeah, I have a Kansas flag now for some reason.
Mazal tov.
I don't think that's sincere.
It's
I'm not gonna shake your hand. That was
real-
not sincere.
Mazal tov. Not an insincere handshake, but you'll take an insincere kind
Yeah.
of knuckle scrape.
But I'm depth perceptionally impaired because one eye is blocked by the microphone. So I only saw with one eye.
Well, that's why I called it a knuckle scrape, not really a fist bump.
And that's why I missed it. That's why it ended up as a knuckle scrape.
I see.
Yes.
I see, said the depth impaired man.
That's sounds like a good superhero name. Depth impaired man.
Yeah, because that's the guy that's the superhero that you want coming in.
Man. Depth of field impaired man.
He comes from behind this. You're here, and then in front of you is the bad guy, and he comes from behind and just flies right through the bad guy, right into you. Oops, impales us both.
But that's the whole
on
thing.
his fist, just.
That's the whole thing. He has massive power.
But poor depth perception. I get it.
Does he? Is that caused by something though? Now we have to think of the cause. Of that does he have one eye? Because a Cyclops would be depth impaired.
Possibly. Maybe they have radar.
Cyclopses?
Why not? Maybe they also.
I don't think they have radar. Well,
how do you know?
You know where the idea for the Cyclops came from?
Sure.
So a Cyclops obviously.
But I'll let you tell everyone else.
It has one eye in the center of its head. They can't.
Psi meaning one. Klops meaning eye.
So the idea for it came from I think it was Africa. When sailors went to Africa and they saw these skulls that had one eye socket in the middle. And they thought of this massive beast. They've never seen it before, this massive beast. It was a skull 3 feet wide or however wide they were. But they were actually elephant skulls. and that hole was where the nose came out. So the Cyclops was actually just from elephants. So elephants don't really have anything that would lead one to assume that they had sonar, but they do have big ears. But I don't buy the sonar, and that was why.
They flap their ears and it causes the wind to, and they can hear the things that the whoosh.
They make the ears flap.
Well, the elephant. Exactly.
Okay.
Haven't you ever seen an elephant in the wild? They do that all the time. Not the ones at the zoo though. You got to get the real ones in the wild.
Like the sound, like the air gun. You've seen this air gun that fires a gust of air and knocks people over. It was like for crowd control. Yeah, but it was like a really powerful air blast. Yes.
I haven't seen that.
Less powerful than that, but yeah. So I was at McDonald's the other day.
No, you weren't.
I've never been to McDonald's.
Maybe you were. I don't know.
Just an anecdote. No, I was at McDonald's, and you I don't know if you've ever seen this here. I don't know if you've ever been to McDonald's here in Israel.
Mm.
They have these screens now where you tap through the menus. I think they have this in the States also. I've seen there's the application, the phone app in the States. But so everybody, you can order what you want. You can change toppings and stuff, and you have a lot more freedom with it.
You can use the app to place your order before you get there, and it's ready when you get there.
Oh, I thought you've never heard of this.
Of course I've heard of this. Oh, wait, was I not supposed to? No, tell me more, James.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I ordered what I wanted. Usually when I customize an order, like I want red onions or I want a different type of sauce or whatever it is, they won't do it. They did this time. But the guy next to me, he ordered his burger with pickles, and he ordered some salad and with whatever. I don't know. It was like a chopped salad, like tomatoes and cucumbers and other stuff.
Israeli salad.
Yeah, diced. He got
diced salad. He needed the money. Oh, sorry.
He got a little bowl of chopped tomatoes and cucumbers. That was his salad that he paid 17 shekels for.
That's what it is.
There's supposed to be other stuff in it. Oh, we didn't know. We don't have those ingredients. Okay, so here, the burger that I ordered was supposed to have pickles in it. Oh, we don't have pickles. That was the answer. Okay, but you have it on your site, so let's go complain on the site. I don't care.
Well,
this is service in Israel.
Jews are not known for giving good customer. Look, great doctors,
no, that's
good
not true.
lawyers,
in
good
Israel,
with numbers, and not so much with customer service.
Israelis are not good with customer service.
Well, that's what
not
I just,
Jews. No, you said Jews.
Well, Jews.
Israelis are terrible with marketing, organization, and customer support. Because everybody knows everything. Nobody's going to tell them what to do. So they very often don't like to have a project manager organizing things.
I would service. I would say support. Any type. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily say support. No, that's what I meant. I wouldn't necessarily
Service
say support. I would say service, because any type of service-related job, they're not known for doing exceptionally well.
No, not at all. In any support service,
by some
whatever.
standards.
by any standards.
Well,
I
I
don't.
mean, look, I've been to Israeli hotels and I've ordered food and I've gotten it in in less time than let's say when I was in Sinai,
That's
okay, in Dahab, and it could take 45 minutes for a bottle of water to show up at your table.
in Israel or in Dahab.
No, I said in Dahab.
It'll take 40 minutes for the water to.
It took
No, I
sometimes it
always
took
got
quite
nice service.
sometimes it took quite they forget stuff.
But I also didn't care. Like we were sitting on the beach, like on the.
I think they might have been on drugs.
That was so surreal the way that place operates. It really is. Traveling 2 hours. No, we went through. Dahab is 3 hours from
From the border,
from Taba, right?
I believe so.
So we travel 3 hours, and you're in a different world.
Who did you go with?
I went with Guy. And we met somebody
right,
on
you
the
left-
bus
yeah.
on the way, and then we just tagged along with him because he kind of knew what he was doing. He was also Israeli, and Guy and I were.
The first time I went
Guy
to
had better Hebrew than me, but
the first time I went to Dahab, I went by myself.
we went to the Fighting Kangaroo Oasis.
Yeah,
we stayed
that's
there.
the place. That's my
I have
favorite
no
camp.
idea what it looks like now, but it was just, and it was a shithole. I didn't
Of course
expect
it was
to
a
be nice. I
shithole.
didn't care. We were
But you-
basically
But for
backpacking.
$7, you got a room with a bed, as opposed to
I think it was
$2
like
having
$9.
4 walls with a straw a roof. Okay,
No, the tent or the bungalow that we stayed at in not Castle Beach, in Nueva, Castle Beach. I think it was Castle Beach in Nueva. We stayed in Nueva for 2 days, which halfway between Taba and Dahab, and then we continued down to Dahab. For the next 2 days. And we stayed at the Fighting Kangaroo. But in Nueva, it was really cool. There's this beach, and it's just divided. Every so many 100 meters, yards, feet, whatever, into different camps.
so every so
there's-
many things there's
yeah,
a
so
camp.
there's the Castle Beach. Well, that's not an exact measurement. Nothing's really exact there, but I went from here to here. Okay, great. And then I'll take from here to
It's a
here.
good
Okay,
way to
great.
put it.
It's no exact measurement. So there's whatever beach, and then there's Castle Beach, and then there was this other one right next to us, and this place was amazing. It was something out of a movie. It was like this natural formed spire like hill, not really a mountain, but it was like a cliff sided structure that had a road, like a path carved around it. Sort of maybe 600 feet high at the most, 400 feet high. But it had little caverns carved in it all the way around. So like you could rent a room up on this thing and wake up overlooking the Mediterranean or the Red Sea. It was it was really cool. I kind of wanted to stay in one of them, but we did not. We did not know of this place.
How much was that? Like $12, $13?
Oh, it might have been less than where we were staying.
That's what I loved about going to Egypt. Everything was, or in Sinai specifically, everything was so cheap. And I was there in 96, or 95, or 96, or 97. So I mean, everything was so cheap. It was like you could stay in like 4 walls with like straw roof, okay, a slab of cement or a cement floor basically with like a little thin mattress on it. Okay, for like $2 a night, or for like $7 a night, I had a room with a door with a lock on it. Okay, not like a beaded curtain.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like a piece of shit lock.
For the extra for the $7, I had a bathroom of my own. I didn't have to use the public bathroom, which, as you know, in Egypt, everybody gets food poisoning.
Yes.
Okay, and they have to share
I
what
did
is
not.
essentially a hole. It's not a toilet; it's a hole in the floor.
No, we actually had toilets. We had to ask them for toilet paper. But there was only
when I went there,
gun.
they had in the public toilets, they had 2 regular toilets that were covered in. They were completely unusable while I was there, and then there was just a hole in the floor, which people when you're how can I explain it? Take a bucket of water, okay? Stand over your drain in the bathtub, okay? Take a bucket of water and turn it upside down and hope it all gets in the drain. That's what it looked like. But it's not water, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because as I said, everybody gets food poisoning.
I did not. The only thing I ate while I was down there, was very careful about this, was the chicken pizza. I was worried about it having the chicken. I was honestly actually very worried about having the chicken.
I was told not to eat anything that once was breathing. I was told not to eat anything that needed to be washed.
I think the first time I got just a regular cheese pizza.
I was told the regular pizzas were fine because they were just frozen and all they had to do was like warm them up.
No, they weren't frozen. They made them. It was like a laffa they made on their own, with sauce and cheese thrown.
You know
on
what? It was a lot more modernized when you went than when I went.
No, I never ate at the Fighting Kangaroo. They didn't have food there.
No, I never ate there either.
I'm talking about the Castle Beach.
I'm talking about all the other places. I did go down for a couple days.
I kind of ate a little bit more freely, but I didn't eat any meat.
The first time I went there, I wound up being very careful. And everyone was like, "Don't eat." Blah, blah, blah. I only ate the things I was told was safe, and I got so incredibly fucking ill. I mean, I don't know if I want to go there.
I think.
Have you heard this story?
I think you painted us a good enough picture so far.
Oh no! I can give you a much. Do you know this story? Have I ever told this before? All right, what the hell? I'll tell this story.
Do I need to hear it?
I was violently ill. Okay, this is my excuse for this.
I never got sick there. I'm gonna keep saying that in response to every time you say I got so sick. I was, you know what I did
blindingly,
love?
Dude.
I love the cheese in the like juice box packages. What's septic containers? Aseptic containers. Like juice box.
Yeah, cheese
like
that comes in a juice box.
Yeah, like off the shelf, not in refrigeration, because they don't need to be refrigerated. That's the whole purpose of that kind of container. It's like milk that you'll find on the it's the same thing.
Okay.
But there was this cheese. It was amazing. That was the only other thing that I ate there. And tea, Kenyan dust tea. So
bottled water, cans and bottles of, like Coke or whatever, I was so very careful, and something I ate somewhere along the line gave me a case of food poisoning like I have never had since before or since. Okay, now while I was in the middle of
did somebody slip you like maybe some drugs, maybe some grass or something, and you got sick? Does it do that?
I've never heard of that happening before.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert in that or anything like that, but no, I've never heard of anyone smoking some reefers and shitting themselves to death.
I don't know, man.
So all right. So here's what happened. Right, I wake up one morning and I don't remember all the details, but I just remember I woke up and I was sick. I was throwing up, shitting. Everything I ate immediately came up or at the same time. Back pressure.
One way or another it came out.
It was bad. I had to sit on the boat with my head in a bucket because if I tried it the other way around, I was painting the walls. So it was bad. So, but here's the problem. I was out
straight open tubes.
I was out of liras. Okay,
you have to eat
Egyptian
on the toilet.
Egyptian pounds or whatever it was that you.
No.
Liras?
No. It's not called pounds. They have a currency that they can't pronounce. It's called bounds.
No, I'm pretty sure it might have been. I don't know.
It says POUNDS, but they can't pronounce the P, so they have a currency that they can't pronounce.
Ballast.
Bounds.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So I didn't have any money left. I had to go convert money. Otherwise, they wanted to throw me out of the room. I didn't have any money to pay for the day. They made you pay every day, and so I had to go into town, which was 10-minute walk. I mean, not like into town, but I had to go over into like the square, or whatever you want to call it, where the bus drops you off, where all the shops and shit are, to exchange money. But every 5 minutes, I'm puking and shitting. So I managed to go and conduct my business and get my money exchanged, and I'm like, if you remember, the fighting kangaroo was down an alley.
Yeah.
Okay, and right there on the corner, when I was there, it was a pool hall. I don't know what it is now, but
Like
right
UFOs.
there on that corner, all of a sudden, okay, I'm like that. I can see the fucking. All of a sudden, now you know, like sometimes when you get like you got a shit, you get like the cramps. Oh, my whole body like, and then all. I mean,
The sounds that we're hearing from the.
I can't explain it any okay, just all of a sudden.
Well, it's good. You did that while you were talking, so it didn't even hear what you were trying to do there.
I no,
That's
but
good.
there was an image. You could see the water splash.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were doing it for the.
And I was going to open up and rocket water out of the bottle to give a better description, but I forgot my point. What was
so
I
your
saying?
body just
So,
said, "Get the fuck
now,
out of here now."
I want you to understand that I was in a pair of cutoff jeans. Now they weren't Daisy Dukes, okay, but I'm wearing cutoff jeans where like my boxes, the bottom of my boxes are actually sticking out the bottom. That's how short they were because it's kind of hot in Sinai, you know. I was there during the summer. Okay, my socks were brown. You understand what I'm saying?
Like you.
When I got
wearing
when I got back, no, they were white socks. They started off white. When I got back to my hotel room, my socks and my underwear had to go out the fucking window. Not in the garbage can, not in a plastic bag, and I put it back in my suit. Out the fucking window. Choo.
I have an only partially related story, but it didn't happen to me. But it did happen while I was walking with my friend, to whom this did happen, while we were walking from Maga Michael.
Didn't happen to me.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Mine neither. No, it was another guy. It was this other guy, Steve.
We're walking from Maga Michael, from the kibbutz, to Caesarea, to Caesarea, and
Pizza.
Call of the Wild. He had to take a shit, and it was not waiting, and there was no bathroom around. So we're walking along the beach, and for the most part, it's sandy, but there are some rocks along the way, like rocky patches. But
Friend had to shit, so he went with sandbox.
no, he found
Like
he
a
found
cat.
an area.
A litter box like a cat.
He found an area, came back with only one sock on. So he had to make through the rest of the day, getting down to Caesarea and walking around, checking the sights and the whole thing with one sock. I think he ended up taking the other sock off just so it didn't look like he's a gangster or something, like making gang symbols.
Is that
something.
a common gangster look
I don't
going
know.
on with one sock?
You have the one pant leg rolled up, or I don't know. Maybe it. Who knows? Fashion over form, form over fashion, fashion over form. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Wearing only one sock.
Says the guy who had to take 2 fucking wardrobe changes.
Listen. The fucking skeeters are out. These mosquitoes are floating around my legs. I cannot have them biting me through the podcast. And I think these pants look better on me.
What do you think? Which are these the right jeans? Pants? I'm sorry, they're not jeans. To wear for a podcast.
These are corduroys.
What do you think, Miriam? Are these a good pant choice? James? No. Put the leg down like it normally would be.
Yes. So that. What else do we have to say? I'm sure it is a common sight to see you like that in New York.
See me like that in New York?
I don't know.
I was never like that in New York. I'm not saying I wasn't in a right state.
Yes. Me neither.
Yes, James is a fashion icon.
I know.
But it's one of those icons with the circle with the line through the middle.
circle with a line through the middle.
Yeah.
Like a
knot. Like a don't do this type thing.
At an angle. I was thinking like a circle with like a line through the middle, like a do not enter sign. Or like a line, or maybe a line through the middle like this, and then that's a 3D. I don't think they really do those.
Sure.
A line segment or a line?
Can I fire
What?
you?
Never literally shit your pants. Only figuratively. I don't think I never shit my pants in public.
No. I certainly never shit my pants when me and Miriam hung out. There was a time when I shit someone else's pants. No, stop.
Like took your pants off, put theirs on, shit in them, and then took them back off? Or you just dropped trow and...
No, someone else was wearing some pants. I kind of
dropped
pulled,
a deuce in their
and I
pants.
kind of pulled the waist out, and I got really close to them, and I kind of hunkered above them, and I right in their pants. Very tricky.
Sounds like a tricky maneuver.
It was a very tricky maneuver.
But do we have
I was gonna wait till
anything
the
else?
end of the show.
Well,
Oh shit! It is the end of the show.
it is the end of the show.
Huh. All right. So I wanted to give everyone an update on what's going on with the possible Ozzy interview, July 8th, 2018. He's going to be in Israel, and the update is we're still working on it. So thanks for listening. Remember, please spay and neuter your friends. Share us, like us.
Subscribe us.
Subscribe
don't
us.
Don't subscribe us to other things.
Write us checks.
That really gets old really fast. Write us checks. That is something that
Actually, skip the checks. There's a
doing
bank. There's a whole banking issue.
No, you can all feel perfectly fine with giving us
money. If you want to
money.
PayPal us money, just ask us. We'll send you some PayPal information. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I need to buy a studio, and I don't have money to buy a studio.
Yes.
Well, I do actually want to get a laptop.
We want to make a better show for you, okay? But before we can do that, we need three things. We need you to like us, we need you to share us, and we need you to send us money.
Send us enough money so we can stop doing this, and we'll just be out of your hair. We'll stop annoying you.
If you want to keep listening to us, send us money so we can keep doing this. If
No,
you don't
listen,
want to listen to us, give us money and we'll block you.
I saw this.
Give us money or we'll come to your house and do this every night.
We will come to your house. We'll just sit at your dining room table. So, Steve, how was your week?
And if you try and lock the doors, look, we have microphones and amplifiers and speakers. We can just sit outside your house and do this for hours.
See, we have microphones.
Literally hours. This is easy to do. We're just going blah, 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 blah. 4 minutes of prep.
Yeah.
Meh.
Nothing.
No, we spent more time talking about shit that we didn't talk about.
Don't test us.
Yeah. Money, money, money.
Yep.
This show is sponsored by your
Money.
picture, your ad here.
Nice. All right. So cool.
Yep.
So talk next week.
Be good, be safe, share and like us, and please
That
remember to spay and
that
neuter your
thing.
friends. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it anyway.
Just do it.
Yeah.
They don't need anything.
Twice.
I need money to get there.
Bye.
Yep.
See you later.
Peace.
Mwah. Just as I winked. Wonked?
Wonk.
I wonked.
No, you don't need the ed.
Okay.
The unk makes it past tense. It's like saying breaksim or trainingsim or what's the other one? There's another. Huh?
Or Seuss's. And I love to say Seuss's.
Yeah, but sus is one. If you were saying susims, then that would be doubling the plural, pluralizing the plural.
Seuss's, that would be fucking stupid. Shut your mouth.